When I saw this book, I thought, oh, cool. This looks like a fun, interesting book. And it is, but it's so much more. Even as the authors went on their adventure, they started to change their relationship with writing and communication as a whole. Now that I've finished reading it, I have also, to some extent. This is In the Library. I'm Bill Georato, and let's turn some pages. When magazine editor Jeff Deck and writer bookstore manager Benjamin Herson first conceived of the great typo hunt, there's really more Jeff than Benjamin. They thought it would be a 3.5 month trip around the country doing just that, correcting typos on signs, menus, wherever they were found. They even founded an organization called TEAL, the Typo Eradication Advancement League. Check out Jeff's website in the description box. In the end, they had to rethink their purpose and objective, especially after getting a year's probation for fixing typos on a 100-year-old sign at the Grand Canyon. They also had to take down the website and refrain from correcting typos found in public places. The back of the book is a brief section on how to identify and eradicate common typos. I thought that was a very interesting part of the book. Now, the first big epiphany the guys had on their adventures is that there are two types of people: grammar hawks and grammar hippies. A grammar hawk is someone who has a strict adherence to the rules. A hawk recognizes that time moves on and things change. For instance, if we go far enough back into the history of English, we may not be able to understand what our ancestors are saying. But in these times, there are strict rules of grammar, punctuation, and spelling that must be adhered to at all costs. Jeff and Benjamin started their adventure as hawks. On the other hand, a grammar hippie is of the belief that none of these things matter that much, as long as the point of the communication is understood. Jeff's girlfriend at the time of the book is such a person. I would imagine that these days she would be all over the world of emojis and the crazy spelling and punctuation of modern texts and DMs. And that got me thinking, which one am I? Well, before reading the book, I was squarely in the hawk camp with our heroes. But, like them, I've had to maybe rethink a little. So here's where I think I am now. I'm still mostly in the hawk camp, but I can see a place for the hippies. For instance, if you're just chatting with a friend, the old rules may not matter much. But if I'm conducting business or writing a book, I am hawk all the way, all day long. Let me know in the comments, are you a hawk or a hippie? Another rethink for Jeff and Benjamin as they went through this adventure is the relationship between language and the arts. Shakespeare made up words all the time. E. E. Cummings never capitalized. Who are they thought. Who are we to tell them to cut it out? Do these things count as typos? In the end, they, and I agree with them, would not correct Cummings and other artists. The arts are part of communications. Let the artist be. The last chapter explores our hero's journey in direct instruction. Created in the 1960s, this method of teaching focuses on specific small steps that the student and teacher work together in a way that gives every student a chance to participate in the class lesson. It effectively creates a classroom language that all students understand together. That may not be the best explanation, so I've included a link in the description below that spells it all out for you. In this case, the guys observed DI in action in a kindergarten class and third grade language class. They were very impressed, and it again changed their thinking. After reading this book, which is in fact a fun read, I feel that while changes are good and language should reflect the times, as we said, even Shakespeare himself made up words. And are you going to tell E. E. Cummings to capitalize? I am, I believe, still mostly a hawk. Then again, it may just be me. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Well, that's all for this time. Please check out this playlist here for more book reviews, and check my face here to subscribe. Thank you, as always, for watching, and please keep on reading. We'll see you next time.